that sometimes happens. YouTube doesn't register that I'm streaming, so I end up having to end the stream after a single minute. I end up having to end the okay.
Okay.
Stream after a single minute. I end up having to end. Okay.
I will still never get used to that. Hearing the Zelda chest opening from your phone.
Okay. Had to make sure that your voice was still actually coming through in the stream, and it is. Alright. Hey everybody, AC here, and welcome back to another episode of The Legend of Korra Revisit on the PS5. This could end up being the final episode as well. Because this time we are going to be doing Avatar mode. Avatar mode consists of me going back through the casual mode levels with all of Korra's bending maxed out and with the best possible talismans. So, and between since the last episode, I was able to get the last two Vendiams I was missing: Aang's wanted poster and Amon's mask. I also have over 10 cabbages, which was something you need to do for 100% completion. So let's go ahead and jump into Avatar mode. And we will be skipping all the cutscenes again, since we already watched them during our first run.
So basically this is you going as a god, basically.
Yep. This is Avatar mode.
And it's just you basically just using nothing but air.
Yeah, I mean, it's the most overpowered bending in the game. Which is the whole reason why you get it last.
Okay.
Alright. Chapter 1. Done. And I'm not going to bother opening up any of the chests. And I'm not going to bother, like... I'm not going to bother with, like, any of the, going around and, like, breaking any of the breakables. I will fight all of the mandatory fights uh, in each level. Like, if there are enemies for me to fight, I am going to fight them. But that's it.
Yeah.
So, enemy.
Already in 6 minutes, and you're already almost close to done with this level.
No, not quite. Okay, with that fight, I am now halfway through the level.
Okay.
Okay. I'm 3/4 of the way through the level. All that's left is the Naga running section.
Oh.
So, we've talked. I can't remember if we talked about it in this playthrough, but what's your favorite season of Korra?
Oh, we haven't really. No, we haven't. I would have to
Not
say
in this
season.
playthrough.
No.
I believe we brought it
I,
up in Quest for Balance, but we never talked about it in this game.
I would say either season 3 or 4.
Yeah, both of those are fantastic seasons with fantastic villains. Both Zahir and Kuvira are wonderful villains.
Mm-hmm.
I personally think Amon was also a really good villain from season 1.
It was all right, but
I loved the
but not.
mystery in the first season, how like it was a big question of like, is he actually able to take away a person's bending, or is there some kind of trick to it? I love how that was like a big mystery in the first season.
Comes to most people theorizing. It's like, oh, could it be Aang? Could it be? It's like,
Yeah, a lot of people thought it was going to be Aang, but I knew going into the first season of Korra, it's not going to be Aang. I knew that. I knew it because I knew it um, simply because the fact that Korra exists Aang has to be dead for Korra to exist.
Yes, but some people don't realize that.
Yeah. So,
I'm like, you guys realize she, it's a cycle, right?
yeah. For one avatar to be born, the previous one has to die.
Either a peaceful way or a very brutal way. But I'll give people credit as due. If you want to theorize about a show, go right ahead.
Yeah, it's fun to theorize. Just don't use theorizing as an excuse to say, "Hey, this is canon," when it's just something that you hope is true.
True. That's why when I normally go into a show or an anime, I don't really theorize. I'm just there to enjoy.
So I just showed off here what happens when you get that one last. Um,
Mm-hmm.
a couple guys end up being over here that'll try to snipe you.
Yeah.
Hi, bye.
Right. But yeah, I would not be surprised, honestly, if Nickelodeon decided to re-release this game, honestly, as a remake.
It's never gonna happen. Unfortunately, they'll never re-release this game. As much as I would love them to, it's never gonna happen.
Yeah, I can see that.
All right. Chapter 3, done.
Well, shit,
Moving
man.
moving on to chapter 4.
How's that water, by the way?
Delicious. So, uh, I'd like to hear your thoughts on some of the upcoming projects that Avatar Studios is working on. Like, what are your thoughts on the movies that are all supposed to be coming out?
I don't
You
mind them making more stuff for the Avatar series, since, yeah, it's good to be an Avatar fan to get what you need. But for me, it's just, I'm not really interested in any of the movies, really.
really? Not even the Zuko movie?
Zuko, it's tempting, man. It really is. It's just so much other stuff that I want to see and all that stuff.
I figured you'd be leaping at the chance to see the Zuko movie since he's your favorite character in the show.
Well, yeah.
So, but yeah, there's going to be a Zuko movie, there's going to be a Kyoshi movie, there's going to be a Korra movie, and there's going to be a Team Avatar movie. And the Team Avatar movie is going to be the first one that we get. We're also supposed to be getting a spin-off we're also supposed to be getting a spin-off series um, about it's like all of the Avatar, it's all the Last Airbender characters in their chibi forms, like how we got 3 shorts of them in
Yeah.
chibi. Supposedly there's going to be a spin-off series of them in chibi. All of this is being made by the original creators too. So
Yeah.
it's not like this is a Shyamalan or a Netflix adaptation version. This is actually sanctioned by the original creators. So
Yes, but again, Avatar, they still had support for Avatar Studio for the Netflix.
for the first episode, the original creators were on board with that one, which is why the first episode of the Netflix show is the only good one.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I personally really liked seeing how Sozin actually beat the Airbenders. I liked seeing how it actually happened. How Sozin used the comet in order to beat the Airbenders.
Yeah.
Like that was pretty cool to see. So, and then I also really liked seeing like a bit more of a bit more of a Monkey Atso, and seeing like the bond between him and Aang in the live action version. That was really
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah. It's nice and all that stuff, but again, most of the time it doesn't really work out.
I mean, it worked out for the first episode because they had the original creators working on that one. And I will say that most of the actors, did a pretty good job portraying the characters. The issue was that the writing and story sucked.
Again, isn't that for most stuff? But then again, it's but then again, that's how I normally see stuff, honestly. If you haven't really either watched, played the games, or got the story materials from the stuff that you want to make it from, it doesn't seem like going to succeed most of the time.
Well, another thing we have to look forward to from Avatar Studios is the new Avatar show. The new official Avatar show with the next Avatar in the cycle. An earthbending Avatar.
The
And
Legend of Genji.
no, no, that's a fan. That's like a fan comic. That's a fan comic. That's not. That's not actually part of it. That's not canonical.
But if we are getting a new Avatar series, that's great.
Yeah, we're getting a new Avatar series, and it's supposed to come out next year in 2025.
Oh. But that's good and all that stuff. I know for a
Yeah.
fact she'll be watching it and all that stuff.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I read this interesting article. So Korra, obviously, as we already know, Korra takes place a good 70 years after the events of Last Airbender,
Mm-hmm.
and Korra takes place in the takes place in the 1920s.
Yeah, the
That's the actual
steampunk era.
timeline. Well, no, it takes place during the era of the automobile first being introduced. So, so it's in the 1920s, and so that means eight. That means that Avatar: The Last Airbender took place during the 1850s. And
Yeah.
if we're going to assume that another 70 years has passed since Legend of Korra, um, then that would basically mean that if another 60 to 70 years has passed between Korra and this new Avatar show, then that means that this new Avatar show would be taking place during either the 1980s or 1990s.
Actually having technology actually in a show. It can kind of work and it kind of can't. If I'm being
Oh, well,
honest.
I was too engaged in the conversation. I wasn't paying attention to what I was doing. So that was my bad. Okay. Thought I could make that jump. I didn't have enough speed. I didn't have enough speed to make that jump, so.
You have airbending, you can get as much speed as you need.
Nah. The issue with that is that you can't turn it off. But yeah, so it would take place during the next Avatar show. Um, if we're continuing the timeline, um, by having to be a good 60 to 70 years after, um, then yeah, it would take place either in the 1980s or 1990s, which would be, if it takes place in the 1990s, then it would be around the same time that you and I were born. We were both born in the 1990s.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. If that's what they plan on doing, and then yeah, I'm all for it.
You know, that would just be so cool. You know, having an Avatar series based in the time frame in which uh, we were born.
Yeah. Hmm. So, what project you're looking forward to stream on your channel?
Um, my my next game series that I plan on streaming is The Forest, and that's going to be sometime during the summer. Um, the rest of April, I'm going to focus on finishing off my Danny Phantom vlogs. Um, have you ever wondered how Zuko got his scar? Let me demonstrate.
Yeah, by his father that is very very pissed at him. Hmm.
Oh, it's actually kind of nice knowing that I don't need to stop and break every single one of these rocks. I can just ignore
True.
them. All right. Okay, I can't initiate this fight unless I break this chest. All right. And nah, I'm not gonna go in there. I only cared about beating the two enemies that spawn there.
Okay.
The only thing in that cave is just more spirit orbs and a chest, and I don't need any of that shit.
Not until you do another new game playthrough, though. But that, again, that'll be on your own time.
Yep. Because at this point, not only have I shown off everything the game has to offer. Not only have I shown off everything the game has to offer, but like I've been incredibly thorough. I've been incredibly thorough with this whole experience.
Oh,
So
good.
I feel like this is probably the best playthrough I will ever be able to do for this game.
Uh-huh.
At least as far as streaming wise goes.
Oh, shit. You're almost technically completely almost done. You're only in about
Yeah, what time are we at?
33 minutes.
We're 33 minutes, and I'm almost done with Chapter 5.
Yeah. Hmm. Ugh. So, what movies are you technically looking forward to for Avatar?
All of them, to be honest. But if I had to pick a single one that I am most excited for, it would have to be the Team Avatar one, simply because the whole team is supposed to be in their 20s in the movie. Whoops! I tried to turn in midair, and I forgot that you can't do that.
Yeah, I know an open world game would be perfect for this game, for the series. If I'm being honest.
Oh, there's a fan game. There's an open world fan game that's currently being made. Um, uh, an open world Avatar: The Last Airbender fan game. The people working on it have pretty much already finished the levels they want to do for book one. Um,
Okay.
sorry, just focused on the fight.
That's fine, man. And they're going down like it's nothing.
You know, it's casual mode, and my firebending is maxed out, so. And there we go.
Oh.
All right. Now I gotta do the trial to unlock airbending again.
Uh-huh. Ooh.
There we go, finally. And there we go.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, as I was saying, though, few fans have been making a open world Avatar game. an open
That's
world
probably gonna be-
Avatar fan game.
and most likely,
They've gotten the level. They've already chosen the levels for book one. They've chosen the levels that they want to do for book one, and they've already like made the big open areas. Um, they've already made the big open areas for it. They don't really have any NPCs or story missions or anything like that. They don't have any of that yet. Because they're currently just trying to make the actual like levels themselves. And then after they're done with every single level that they want to do for the game, that's when they'll end up going through and like making different missions in each level.
yeah, most likely this will be on PC only.
Yeah.
And since I don't play any PC games at all, I'm strictly.
I will play some PC games like on occasion. Also, since I'm here in Avatar mode, I don't need to worry about freeing any of the spirits. So I can just kill the spirits and not let them have peace. So.
Are you sure you're the good guy? At 42 minutes.
Yep. All right.
But again, another show I've been enjoying, honestly. So I thought I was going to hate it, but again, what was it, X-Men 97? That's actually pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, it's a continuation of the old school X-Men series,
Yes, the only downside
giving
is
an
like,
actual conclusion to the series. Because that show never actually had a conclusion. The show just kind of stopped.
yeah, the only crime that they technically done, but it's really, I didn't really care for this, honestly, is they made Rogue's butt flat. That's the only changes, honestly, that they did.
Well, not only that, but they also nerfed her chest size. Her chest size isn't as big as in the original.
But it doesn't really matter, honestly.
So
It's
it's like why? She was badass and she was badass and hot. You can have a badass female character that's also hot as hell. You're allowed to do that. In fact, by nerfing her attractiveness, I would argue that that's even more sexist. Because you're basically stating women can't be hot and badass at the same time. They're not allowed to be both. Like, no, you can have a badass hot female character who is equal, who has actual who has actual thickness to her, and can kick any guy's ass.
But again, if the show does do well, they might be bringing back
have to open
most of the 90 cartoon shows. They might bring back to finish up. So I'm like, okay, that sounds good. But I know for a lot of Spider-Man fans, they want more amazing, spectacular Spider-Man to come back.
Oh, absolutely. Spectacular Spider-Man is by far the best Spider-Man show to ever be made. And it got taken off the air way too soon.
Well, it was basically the merger between Marvel and Disney, so... But again, I have my Spider-Man TV, the Spider-Man show, technically. It's the 90s. But again, Spectacular still is good. Is there a reason to go back to get this cabbage?
No, I just wanted to get an extra cabbage. I just wanted to get an extra cabbage. Just for the heck of it.
Hang on.
What time are we at? We're at 48 minutes. Ugh. Okay, finally. Okay, that was funny. Oh boy.
Okay, I'm back.
Oh, you should have seen what happened during the first illusion that Hundun put Korra through. I was able to, so throughout the whole battle, Hundun is supposed to be talking to Korra while she's dealing with all the equalists and the triple threat triads. Um, and and you're supposed to beat all the enemies after he's done talking. But I wound up beating all the enemies so quickly that like it took an extra like 30 it took an extra 30 seconds before he was done talking. So I was just Corey was just kind of standing there listening to this guy preach. Um and the game just it didn't recognize that I was already done.
Uh-huh.
Okay. That is illusion number 2. Illusion number 3. All right, there we go.
Yeah. Oh boy. This needs to fix their shit. We're at 53 minutes.
We're almost done with chapter 7 right now.
Yeah.
So, once I unlock Avatar State, then I'll be able to defeat the last of the enemies, and then it'll be on to the final battle. So, this absolutely is going to be the finale. This is 100% the finale.
Yeah.
Because we haven't even gotten to an hour yet, and we're already about to face the final boss. So... And boom, here we go. Avatar State unlocked. Now we just need to defeat these enemies, and then it's on to the final level.
Uh-huh.
All right. Okay. All right, final group of enemies, and then it's on to the final boss.
Oh, okay.
Okay, phase 2. What time are we at?
Give me a minute. 57 minutes.
57 minutes. Nice.
Now it's 58.
58 minutes. Okay. Okay. We're on phase 3.
Okay.
And we are at 59 minutes.
Okay, I am. This is why they're replaying MK1 again.
All right. Final phase.
Okay.
Have we passed an hour yet?
Yeah, we're at an hour.
All right, cool. It took this long to get to an hour, and we're in the final phase of the final battle.
Uh-huh.
All right. Final quick time event.
Okay.
And skadoosh.
I'm guessing you saw the fourth movie.
No, I want to. I want to watch it.
I'll give that a hard ass pass. If I'm being honest, there was no
Oh.
point for
And it gave us the SS item. It gave us the SS rank item at the very end there.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Boom. And there we go. Okay, now I just wait for these little credits to end so I can get my final score. All right, there we go. And there we go. That was The Legend of Korra Revisit on the PS5. Casual mode, done. Normal mode, done. Extreme mode, done. And avatar mode, done. Every vanity item collected. 13 cabbages, bought by Katara in Hama's village in the Fire Nation, strangely shaped like an old lady. Yuan, currency in the United Republic. Korra didn't have any when she first got to the big city. Fried fish, Korra's first meal in Republic City. Flash fried using firebending. Earth Kingdom dice, used by locals in a town that Zuko passed through when he was alone. Come on, spider snake eyes. Dragon kite, a common toy played with by the children of the Fire Nation, painted with the image of the original firebenders, the dragons. Wanted poster. Aang's wanted poster was often found in the Fire Nation occupied Earth Kingdom. Exterminator pack, a weapon used by the Equalists. It's not actually pesticide, but it delivers a powerful shock. Flower basket, one of the many presents that Tarlok sent Korra to get her to join his task force. Pentapus, a five-legged creature that lives in the sewers of Ormashu. Caution, they have powerful suckers. Movie poster. Poster for the smash hit The Adventures of Nuktuk, hero of the South. The mover that made Bolin into a star.
And it didn't really last that long.
I mean, he was famous throughout seasons 2, 3, and 4. So I'd say it lasted quite a long time. I mean, considering the fact that, like, throughout those three seasons take place over the course of, like, 6 years. So I would say that, yeah, it did last a long time. Water Tribe necklace, crafted by Master Paku. This was originally Katara's mom's betrothal necklace. It was later passed down to Katara. No, it was originally her grandmother's, her grand's betrothal necklace, who passed it down to Katara's mother, who passed it down to Katara. Airbender head shaver, a shaving device used by the Airbender's Vault, presented to Tenzin when he arrived at the Southern Air Temple. Papaya melon. Katara ate this fruit when she visited the fortune teller. She dislikes papaya. Tui and La, the spirits of the moon and ocean manifested in physical form. Stuffed animal. A cute, cuddly stuffed animal that Korra won at the Glacier Spirits Festival. Blue Spirit mask. The mask that Zuko wears when he wants to hide his identity and become his alter ego. Telescope.
It's also the same mask as his mother found for the plague.
Yeah. Telescope. A telescope that Korra used to scout the sea for the United Forces. Radio. Modern Republic City radios, often used to listen to pro-banding matches. Gramophone player. Mr. Chung tried to use this to pay the triads. Unfortunately, they were not music lovers. Electrified gloves. A powerful weapon secretly created by Future Industries. Releases a powerful electric shock. Rally invitation. Put 4 of these together to form a map to the location of Amon's secret rally. Airbender glider staff. Used by the airbenders of old. By bending air into it, they can fly like a bird. Amon's mask. The mask worn by Amon. Allegedly, he used it to hide his burn marks. Pie showpiece. A piece of a board game that has been popular for many centuries, especially loved by the White Lotus. Avatar Wan's teapot. Used by Avatar Wan to hide Rava, the spirit of light, after she grew weak. And the one I have the most of is the rally invitation. I have 31 rally invitations. And the only one that I don't have multiple of is Amon's mask. So.
Okay, because again, it's very picky about what you get.
Yep.
Oh.
Alright, and I have nothing left to buy. And, yeah. We have done everything. So, my thoughts on this game still hold true. I absolutely love this game. This is my favorite of the Avatar games. It is by far the best Avatar game we've ever gotten. I I love playing this game over and over. I never get tired of playing this game. Even the pro bending and the extreme mode version of Naga's final running section. I might not be a fan of it. I'm not a fan of the final Naga running section in extreme mode, because of how annoying it can be, and I'm not a fan of pro bending. But I still end up doing them regardless every time I play this game, because every time I play it, I always end up 100%ing it. Every single time. Even though I don't like the pro bending, I still do it because it counts towards 100%. And I love this game so much that I am willing to go through the annoyance of pro bending in order to 100% the game. I really hope that eventually we end up getting another good Avatar game. Because most of the Avatar games we have are not that good. This is the only one that I can actually consider to be a really good Avatar game, and unfortunately, you can't buy it. This game is not available to purchase anymore, because the licensing for this game ran out, it expired in 2017, and Nickelodeon never renewed the license for this game. And so it was pulled from online shelves. There was never any physical version of this game made. It was purely digital. It was pulled from all digital stores at the end of 2017. So you can't get this anymore. I'm one of the few people who have this game. But I do love this game, and I would absolutely give it a 9 out of 10. I do have my issues with it, and that's what keeps it from being a 10 out of 10, but it is still a fantastic game that I absolutely love, and I come back to it all the time. So, a 9 out of 10, if I had to give it a grade, it would be an A. It would be an A. Not an A+, but an A. And if I had to give it stars, it'd be 4.5 stars out of 5. So, but what about you, Meta? What are your thoughts on this game now that you've seen everything the game has to offer?
For a second time, technically.
Well, I mean, you weren't here for the entire playthrough last time. You missed out on you were here for 4 of the 8 episodes, but you missed out on the other 4 episodes.
Again.
But now that you've seen literally everything that game has to offer, what are your thoughts?
It's still a good game. It still holds up.
Yeah.
Well, in my opinion, would I skip most of the stuff for certain parts of it? Yeah.
The pro bending, you mean?
Yeah, basically the pro bending.
Oh. Yeah. Well, that's gonna be it. That's it for this. That's it for this episode and this series. So, thank you, everybody, so much for watching. Thank you, Meta, for joining me. This was really fun. I appreciate you joining me for this.
No problem.
And the next playthrough I will be doing on my channel is going to be The Forest, and I'll be having Meta join me for that one as well, along with another friend of mine. So, hope you're all looking forward to that. I certainly am, and that will be in June when that happens. So, with that said, Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, all that good jazz. And I will see you all in the next video. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.